Hello everyone and welcome to 2Gs in a Pod. It's Gareth Mutch here, just with a quick sorry at the start of this week's episode for a couple of reasons. One, we know it's late, apologies for that. And second of all, I genuinely believed I thought I was monitoring the audio well during this week's record, but quite clearly I wasn't, because Waugh's microphone was not working. So this week's audio is not up to the usual high standard that we like to put out here at 2Gs in a Pod. It sounds like a big bag of dog shit, and that's because it is. But we decided to still put the episode out anyway. I've tried to make the audio as good as I can. We hope you still enjoy the episode, and fear not, the usual high standard of audio quality will be back next week. It's late.
Yeah.
Oops.
Like, well, we didn't get it for a month.
Yeah, deal with it.
One day late, like,
yeah,
shut up. I don't think they would say anything anyway.
No, I
get
don't
it
think
all for free.
I don't think they
They're
would.
not paying.
But if they did, then just have it now. Oops, we know. It's late.
Yeah.
Fucking sorry.
Because, like, I mean, it's a lot of fucking work, innit?
I'm genuinely...
I've been on holiday, that's the problem.
You've been on holiday, I've been away supporting Stade, so it's just been, there has been stuff on. And I'm not gonna fucking, we got stuff on, we don't need to fucking justify ourselves.
I mean, I'm on time for every show. I've never been late for a show.
Yeah, exactly. I'm genuinely
This is one of the one things I can be late for, so I'm going to be late.
This is what needs to happen. The more you cunts that listen to this, the more justification we have to launch a Patreon. And as soon as we launch a Patreon, we can monetize it. And as soon as we can monetize it, we'll fucking be paying someone else to put it all out.
Alright,
And then all we'd have to do is be here.
That's
the dream.
I mean, it's pretty much how I'm living at the minute.
Yeah.
You're the one putting it out.
Yep. Well, for me, it's a dream. I would love that.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, my holiday, I really enjoyed it. And then
Where were you? Ireland? You were in Ireland?
I was in North and South
Oh,
Ireland.
you did both Irelands?
Yeah, I did Belfast and Donegal.
Nice.
And I had a great time. But I realised, just as I was sat here, that I think I basically had a nice time, but it's because I lived like a retired man.
That's not true. That is false information.
I went and played golf 3 times.
Well, that's true. No, that's retired man energy for sure. But then, however,
I had a pint of Guinness every day. I sat and played cards.
No, but you know,
I went swimming in a harbour.
I know, but you did stuff, mate. You did like a big walk.
Yeah.
I saw it on the Instagram. You did like a big
walks along the beach.
I remember looking at you going, "Oh, he is one of them, and he's an activity guy."
Not necessarily.
You're an activity couple.
Didn't do an awful lot of activities.
Really? Instagram really does project a lie.
Most of the time we were playing board games and cards. And
now that's wicked. That's what a holiday is.
Sat doing nothing really.
That's what a holiday is.
Really switched off, read our books.
Class.
But I had a pint of Guinness every day without fail. And
I think that's a legal requirement.
Yeah. I was trying to get that Guinness poo, man.
You were trying to get the Guinness.
I was actively trying to get the Guinness poo.
Is that the black log? Is that just what that is, the black log?
Apparently it's like a treacle consistency.
Oh, Jesus H.
And I couldn't get it, unfortunately.
Christ.
One day I had 5 pints of it, and then we went home.
You'd think 5 pints would be enough. 5 pints would be enough.
Well, everyone said 5 pints should be enough.
Achieve anything, yeah.
But didn't happen, unfortunately.
Is that a worry?
No, I wouldn't say it's a worry.
I would be worried. If everyone else
got a good filtration system in me.
Good, as in out of the norm good?
Sure.
And
my body was taking all the
filtration system.
It was kicking out all the badness.
Yeah,
all
true.
the goodness.
True. How long were you? This was all just your birthday.
It was a week.
Yeah.
Whole week. Yeah.
Well,
I'd have loved the time, but it was Laura's birthday as well. Most probably.
Really?
Yeah.
So is that why you did the week, so you could stretch it out?
Well, she's got family there, and then our family owns a little cottage in a port.
Fucking
tiny, quiet little thing, little log burning fire.
Perfect. Why would you choose to not live like that if you could have the choice?
Well, we were driving around and there was loads of places for sale, and I was like, there's something to be said about living quietly like this. And I went, but also all these people must work so hard.
Yeah.
Like tending the land.
Yeah.
They've got livestock, which is a posh word for loads of big pets.
Yeah. Big cows and shit.
They've got sheep, loads of sheep.
Yeah. But
if I have 18 gerbils, I don't call it livestock.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
I call it a real problem. Phone the RSPCA, Gareth's gone back.
As soon as you had 18 gerbils, I'd be going, right, okay, well, if you have one gerbil, I'd be slightly concerned it was going to go up your arse. If you bought 18, I'd be going, he's definitely showing.
They're running a train on my ass.
Yeah. 18.
Boop, boop,
He's
all
got
aboard.
a fucking squad. He's literally probably training sessions for fucking going up your
7
arse.
subs. I've got them ready.
But no, once you've conquered comedy, once you've conquered it, when you're like 40.
Right, you think you've conquered comedy at 40?
No, okay, obviously not.
I like that you think it's a conquest.
60, in 20 years.
Right.
That would be a lovely little life, wouldn't it?
What the fuck do you mean in 20 years, by the way? How far away do you think 60 is for me?
Well, you're 40, aren't you?
Yeah, you think I'm 40 years old.
Okay,
That's why he's not conquered comedy yet, yeah.
30 years.
Yeah.
I haven't conquered life, I don't know
27
maths.
years now.
27?
Yeah.
I thought you said there for a second you were 27, and I was like, you're younger than me!
Imagine that. I've just holding it in the back burner, ready to deploy in the sort of all right time.
But like, do you know what I mean? Once you've got a lovely little nest egg there, you've achieved what you
think you'll have a
achieve.
nest egg at 60? Because I look at some of the 60-year-old Road Warrior comics that are still going, I'm like, you've no nest egg.
Oh yeah, if I'm
you need to keep working.
If I'm Vladimir McTavish going down to fucking Middlesbrough for like 80 quid, I'd be fucking, yeah.
You are going to be, and so am I.
Probably.
We're never going to get to retire.
Probably.
Going to die on stage, poor.
I finally achieved that Guinness shit. As you fucking snuff out
Lost
of
all my
life.
kids though. She left me 15 years ago. But I finally had to get it
dream.
I still drive the same car. Hers. How was supporting Stade?
Honestly,
You've got his merch on for the audio listeners. Much is wearing a
here's
Tom
the thing,
Stade
it's
hat.
not, yeah, I am wearing a Tom Stade hat, but it's not even his merch. He had this guy in Sheffield called Trevor, who's like a big Tom Stade fan. He turned up and he was wearing his own made Tom Stade This Tour shirt.
Right.
And he came and he had one of the hats on and he had two made. And they were very much for Tom and his wife Trudy. Very much. He made that very clear.
Yeah.
And then in the
Well,
car
it's nice
after,
to meet you, Tom's wife Trudy.
yeah. And after I went, so who's having the red one? And I just kind of fucking.
What was the colour of the other one?
Yellow.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'll have that one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. So.
Whereabouts in Sheffield was it? Town Hall?
Yes, the Memorial Hall. I think it's the room that they do the Last Laugh comedy.
Yes.
So you would have done there. Very nice room.
It's big
A
roof.
lot of marble. Very marbly roof or whatever, or
A
stone.
lot of theatres have a lot of marble.
Yes, and it was
Theatre,
nice.
I mean.
Well, this is it, man. This is that by far. There's been so many good bits. Like just one getting to hang out with Tom Trudy on the road was a fucking wicked laugh. The gigs have been so good, but that's it, man. Like playing these lovely little theatres up, like that. I would never do the Norwich fucking Playhouse.
No, would you
Never.
dream of that either?
But once I'm there, it was ace fun, man.
Yeah.
Like just gigging in all these lovely little rooms. And it started so well that I think I'm just going to pretty much do most of them.
Right.
So I think he's got a few other people doing a few more, but then he was like, this just makes too much sense, Gareth. You can jump
This
in the
makes
car.
too
with me."
much sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he was like...
When has Tom Stade ever went with the option that made too much sense?
He's leaning into
Tom's
it
the
now.
kind of guy where you would see him spooning weed oil into his ass and then go, wouldn't the mouth make more sense? They go, that's too much sense. That's not how I
You're
roll.
using too much logic here, Gareth, and
Yeah.
frankly, I'm embarrassed by it. As he spoons fucking TCC in his arm. But yeah, on the one of the nights, this guy turned up. I think I did already tell you this off pod, which was bad of me. But he turned up
You're
and
not
he
allowed
had
to
this
tell
like
me things off pod. I'll pretend.
never.
I'm a great actor.
No more.
Nobody
Okay,
would
let's
have
see.
ever
Let's
known.
put it to the test now. So this weird thing happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Already. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you've ever went. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This guy turned up and he had Parkinson's and he had a little weed pen
Right.
for his Parkinson's.
Oh wait, so like a vape.
Yeah, it was like a weed vape pen thing. That's not a thing, yeah. But it was like a vape, yeah. And he gave one to Tom. And Tom was like, that's pretty exciting, fucking Parkinson's weed. That's
You
gonna
skipped
be
the part
good.
where you said it's Parkinson's weed.
Did I not? Oh.
You just said the man had Parkinson's, and now he's given Tom some weed, and Tom's like, "Oh, Parkinson's weed. This stuff gave you Parkinson's, my man. All right, let's tune away. It must be good shit."
I so thought I did mention that.
You did mention it before, which is how I know.
Yeah,
But all you did here was say the man had Parkinson's.
This is why I shouldn't tell stories off pod.
Yeah. The man smoked himself shaky.
I can only tell them once. So we went back and fucking blasted this thing and watched Bob Burgers in our pants till like 2 in the morning and had the best time, just dying laughing.
Yeah.
And then on the last night in Shrewsbury, this guy was there and we were drinking at the pub across the road from the theatre. And as we got there, ding ding ding, like last order, so Tom ordered like fucking 4 double jacks, like there. He's like, fuck, I gotta drink now. And then this guy that was just at the show was like, oh, well, I own a pub up the road, we could have a fucking lock-in. Now, the words lock-in to Tom Stade and me is a challenge. Like, I had no intentions of going mad that night, nor did Tom.
A lock-in to me suggests past the legal requirements.
Yes.
Which I think would be for everywhere. 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Most places will be before, but 3 is like, you've got to go past 3.
Yeah.
That's a 4 or 5 a.m. job.
Thank you for giving me that information now. As I mentioned, none of the information.
Okay.
So I will not tell you the man's name, and I will not tell you the name of the pub, because frankly, you're right, I could get them in trouble. So I won't be doing that.
Yeah, sure.
But
I'm sure the board that deals with those sort of decisions is
definitely
avid listeners of the show.
2Gs in a pod. Well, just in case, buddy.
Yeah. You don't want a record of it.
Yeah, no,
you don't want them to play this back to you in court. And can you tell us again...
Our silly little theme music. Just, okay, it's 10 minutes in. Can we skip that forward?
Yeah.
It's late. It's alright.
There's a little choir boy under the priest's robe. And what's this
the
part
gerbil's getting shoved up your ass. Okay, this is all irrelevant information, Your Honour.
We've invalidated the witness's credibility. Thank you.
Let's throw this whole
We
case
did
out.
that ourselves, actually.
So we went back to this guy's pub, and I don't remember loads about it. I just remember one thing.
Always good.
And it was very funny, I believe. Let's find out now.
Oh, God.
So this guy named Alfie, me and him were playing darts. No, me and Grant were playing darts, and Alfie was just an avid spectator. We were playing darts, and we were on the doubles for fucking ages. Just pissed guys throwing it in the wall, like, ugh, fuck, we're not getting it. And then Alfie he came up to me and he shook me and went, you're going to fucking get this one now, lad. This is your moment, you're going to fucking get this. And he went, and I went, right, if I get this, the fucking kegs are off, Alfie. And he went, yeah, they're coming off, the kegs are coming off. First dart, miss. Second dart, miss. At which point Alfie just goes, he's no faith in me, turns round, goes to the bar, speaking off the stage, ordering another drink. I compose myself, take this third dart, bang it right in the fucking double six. Kegs off. I turn round to the bar, fucking arms out like Alfie turns round the 2 doubles and he went, oh, you got it then? And I was just like, just looking over there, oh, you fucking nailed it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. No, I did. Is this fun?
Did you get your shot, Mr. Producer?
But it's just that, and then and then the next day was a write-off. We had to be out by like, I think it was 10. And like Tom was just declaring the whole walk home, going, it's not happening. It's not happening. There's no conceivable universe that we are leaving this place when we should leave. And then so it just created then the most... So do you know how there's always these moments of when there's big life events that happen, you always know where you are where these things happened. Well, if anyone ever says, oh, the Queen's funeral, that was billions of people around the world watched it. Do you remember where you were and how you watched it? Yes, I do. I was lying in a double bed with Tom Stade while he farted and fucking snored through the whole fucking thing.
What a lovely trip.
Just in his bed. It's what she would have wanted.
Did you watch the whole funeral?
I couldn't fall asleep, so it was on. And
so you got home drunk and watched the royal funeral?
Well, yeah, because I had to, because Stade would have to sleep off.
And why were you in the same bed?
Because my room, so they bought 2 rooms.
Yes.
But then they were like, well, there's no point in paying. Tom had to sleep longer, so
he extended his room.
He extended his room, and they just put me in there.
That makes sense.
And Trudy went for a walk about the town.
Wow.
And then he couldn't have silence. I was like, I'm happy just to scroll on my phone, mate. Just you sleep. And he was like, no, I feel like you're staring at my ass or something. So I can't have that.
And you were staring at that.
And I really was.
The flash was going off on your phone.
Yeah. It's right there. So he put the TV on because apparently I wouldn't. Even if I wanted to stare at his arse, if the TV's on, I'd be like, God, it's so contrasting.
Do I watch history or do I watch this arse?
God damn you, history. So
You
so
could have
it was
snuck a
on.
digit up there and been like, Tom, nobody will believe you.
It was. Fuck me. Fuck me.
You could have.
Yes, I could have, Gav.
You could have sexually assaulted Tom.
Yeah, there's. I had my chance.
Been and gone.
And that's how I know that I am not a sexual assaulter, because I let a prime opportunity.
Prime. Because you're like, so Tom's story is, I'm watching the Queen's funeral while fingering his arse, is it?
Come on.
Come on.
Also, as well, I know this. Deep sleeper. 3 fire alarm tests went off. Didn't even. What was that? Nothing. He was fucking out of the world. I could have really had my way with
Oh my god.
I could have fucking had my way with that.
Your wicked way. I didn't watch the Queen's funeral.
Nah, you didn't miss. You missed 5 hours of.
It wasn't like a protest. I just thought it was going to be a bit dull. I don't find all the procession.
It was.
Like it seemed uber Christian.
Some of the commentary on that was so cringeworthy.
And if I have to hear one more time about how good a sense of humour the Queen had, I'm gonna. If she had such a good sense of humour, why did we not show comedy for 14 days?
Yeah, I know. Well, fuck it. Case in point.
I'm very sleepy all of a sudden.
Yeah, the Britain do a spectacle like this, like no other country in the world. Yeah, because they're not gimps. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we're old. We're still stuck in our old gimpy ways. Why do people the pageantry of it all? Who gives a shit?
I don't know. I get why people would find that exciting. You like musical?
Ugh, mate. If they chucked a fucking upbeat number.
Musicals, I would argue, like the only thing that comes close to a royal funeral for pageantry.
Try and argue that.
What do you mean? Try and argue it?
There's no.
There's a lot of pageantry. Everyone's dressed in weird outfits. Everyone's singing in time, moving in a very specific way.
You know what? To save the next 30 minutes of this podcast, and me probably just losing an argument slowly, I'll agree with you now.
Right. I'm saying it's the only thing that comes close.
You actually might be right. No, I wanted to argue it because I like musicals and I hate that. So in my head, I don't want to think of them as the same thing. And then you made one very astutely well put point.
The Queen is dead!
And I agree. And see, if it was that, I'm definitely tuning in.
Yeah?
It was so boring, man. It was so boring.
Any scandal? Nothing no, she didn't fall out of the coffin?
No, I was really hoping
Prince Andrew didn't. A lot of people said they hoped she fell out of the coffin, which I think is terrible.
I wasn't hoping that she fell out of the coffin. I was hoping that something would go wrong. I'd hoping like there'd be a slight fucking one guy nearly dropped it.
Yeah.
Or someone like, I don't know, just something going slightly awry. It would have been good for something to go slightly awry.
Because I'm not really.
That's why people want, when they watch a magician, you want it to go wrong.
Yeah, I always want everything to go wrong all the time. When what was I about to say there? I don't really care about the royals or that. Like I don't pay attention to it, so I don't get upset like a lot of people. I'm not like, oh, it's a disgrace. This is costing us loads of money. I don't really care about any of that.
Yeah.
But also, I don't understand what Meghan Markle has done that everyone hates her guts.
Be black, Gareth.
Is it just being black?
That's what she's done. She's black.
Right.
That was if it's not the whole thing, it was a big part of it.
Yeah.
It really did seem to be the centre of it.
Yeah.
She didn't feel very welcome.
So she doesn't feel welcome.
Yeah, not at all.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and then Harry, is it?
Yes.
Was like, well, let's fuck off then, because I'm kind of not been a fan of these people for a while anyway.
He's pussy wet, man.
And wouldn't you be? I
yes,
would be
100%.
Fucking 100%. Whatever you say, man.
Yeah, I'll live on the moon.
I'll happily go.
I'll be king of the moon. Come on. I don't care what you need to do.
Not exactly. I'm going to the moon. Fuck Grant.
Let's do butt stuff on the moon. I'm a prince.
I'm never getting the crown anyway, am I?
I'm not
fuck off
saying
to
that.
the moon.
I dress as a Nazi for Lord's sake. Pete's sake as well.
I think that was William. Was it?
No, that was Harry.
That was Harry.
He was the.
See, I like Harry. I didn't want it to be Harry just because I like Harry. Because I feel like in my head I'm like, he hates all this shit as well.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, the royals are gay. Gay.
Yeah, I think you're going to say royals are gay.
I don't think.
I think Harry's a little petulant, scared kid.
Royals.
Oh, this is all gay.
Guys, Dad, can we not just have dinner? Take off the crown.
I'm trying to listen to my Blink-182 records.
Quit being so gay, Dad.
Yeah. Playing his Nintendo. He's still a Nintendo. No, the Switch is good. PS5's good. He's not got a good console.
It's retro, Dad. You wouldn't get it.
Playing his guitar, he's really bad at it.
Yeah, you get a Guitar Hero. Harry, could you keep it in the... Fucking a whammy.
Give it a wham on it.
Oh, fucking hilarious. He's even shredding to
Dad, the
God
corgi
save
shut in my
me.
room. I hate corgi poo, I've told
Do
you.
you see who's fucking getting the corgis?
Who, me?
Prince Andrew.
Oh,
Prince Andrew's looking after the corgs. That'll be his new fucking trap.
That'll be his new trap.
Hey, pet the dog.
You want to come meet my mum's corgis?
Yeah, what a creep.
Yeah.
What a fucking grade A creeper. He didn't get any screen time from what I saw.
No.
And the stuff that I was seeing, they're putting him on the hush hush.
Yeah.
There was this thing in Wales as well. So like Charles has fucking walked around Britain saying hello to all the...
I seen him in
sad
Belfast.
words. Did you?
Yep. I was sat in a pub having a Guinness, and he drove past the pub that I was in. Laura went out for a gander. I stayed in the pub.
Yeah. Cool.
And I was like, how was it? And she was like, yeah, pretty underwhelming actually. Just zoomed past in a car.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, good.
People would have fucking stood in a queue.
Then I went on the golf course, and a private plane flew over the golf course. And I was like, that'll be probably King Charles there.
Yeah.
And the guy who was in the pro shop went, oh, he's literally just taken off, so that will be.
Yeah, that actually will be him, yeah.
I was like, alright, watch this drive.
But there was this moment that, and it blew my mind. So it was, I think it was in Wales. This guy, he was like meeting people, shaking hands with people, and this guy just went, Charles, we're living in a fucking cost of living crisis, the biggest one Britain's seen in years.
I was so certain you were going to go, Charles, we're living in a simulation. Here's some examples.
Do you listen to 2Gs, Charles? Because this much he makes points.
He's on
He makes
it.
good fucking points. No, he just brought up the cost of living crisis and just went, and we're having to pay fucking, the taxpayers having to pay upwards of 10 million, not each, obviously. That'd be mad.
I'd actually be far more vocally against it if I had to pay 10 million.
I think, I mean, I don't want to break the facade of telling you how much I earn. It ain't 10 mil.
No.
10 mil would ruin me, and I'm happy for that on record. 10 mil would ruin me.
What's the least amount that would ruin you? For
For
me, I think it's like 10 grand.
I think...
I'd be ruined.
Yeah. No, you would get 10 grand back. You would, I think it would have to be sort of what amount of money am I not going to make in my life that I can never repay off this debt.
I mean, you'd eventually pay off
anything,
I guess.
So it's...
Anything.
You think, okay, so if right now you were in a... Because this is how
You'd have a sore wrist.
This is...
But you'd pay them off.
You'd get the job done.
If you put your head down, go to work.
Put your head. I will repay this money.
Nose to the grindstone.
Well,
arse in the air.
I think
you'd get it.
I think a mil.
A mil?
A mil would ruin me.
Yeah, I think that. I think it's also far less for you.
No, because I think if it was quarter of a mil, it would really fuck up my life, but by like 60 I would pay that off.
Right.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know how money
I think some people would still go, I'm ruined by that.
True. Oh,
I think if you're 60 and you've only just paid off, your life has been ruined. If it's cost 30 odd years of your life, I would say that's probably ruined your life.
Very good point, well made. Well, with that logic, 8 grand.
Yeah.
8 grand would ruin me.
Yeah.
Or it'd definitely make me sad for a couple of years.
Yeah. It's funny that, isn't it?
Because I was the way I equate this to is because I remember I was drinking at Johnny Walker, and then my mate who works there...
Somebody's doing alright.
Yeah.
I think it's way more than 8 grand that would ruin this fella.
Someone else was picking up the tab.
Right.
So I was drinking in Johnny Walker. Plus, it's actually surprisingly affordable. £6 cocktails, that's not too bad.
The amount of adverts you've given for this bar.
Yeah, sorry.
And you've said the phrase £6 cocktails several times.
Sorry.
Please drink responsibly, everyone.
And I ended up in this room, and there was like, it was just
Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, and they're doing below. And they said,
allegedly.
If you want in here with us, you got to do a line, and we got to take a photo of you doing.
It wasn't that, but it was just.
Have you heard that story?
What? The Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen doing below?
Yes.
What do you mean? Like you said that like it was a famous story. Like you just said Humpty Dumpty, and I was like.
Apparently, they have a room in some bar in London where it's just for them. They sit and do blow in it, and you're allowed to go in, but they've got to take a photo of you doing blow with them as like collateral.
I mean, that's amazing.
I
That's
hope it's
amazing. But then also, like, a picture of you or a picture of me doing blow.
I want that picture.
Is not in any way.
Hey, this is a picture of me doing blow with Gandalf.
Patrick, you've got me.
Gandalf
You've
with the card.
improved my career.
Yeah.
You've improved my life. If you think that photo is not my Fringe show next year, you're fucking wrong, Magneto.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Magneto.
Charles Xavier, Magneto and me doing blow.
Yeah.
Fringe.
Forget about it.
The show writes itself.
Yeah.
But no, the room in Johnny Walker was just like full of like fucking whiskies that could be found nowhere else in the world. They were just in this room, and they're only in tiny little bottles. Like a little nip would cost people like $5,000.
Oh yeah.
They call it the billionaire's room. And I was quite pissed when I was in this room, and I was like, see if I just did like one of them, and I knocked like fucking 6 over, and then it all like dominoes just took out the room. I was like, I am one slight mistake away from my life being over.
Yeah.
Like over. It's quite a scary little thought.
I think you're always a couple of seconds away from your life being over.
Wow, pretty deep.
I mean you specifically.
Just me. Just
I don't mean
much.
one.
Like if I do it, like no, anyone is. Anyone.
A lot of the time during this podcast, I see you go, and I'm like, here it is.
This could be it. Well, you should be really a lot more prepared for that.
explode.
You should be a lot more prepared for that then. Alright?
That's the reason I've got a backpack every week.
I'm drinking aqua. I'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Imagine God was water is a TikTok I saw the other day.
Imagine God is water.
That would explain why he's all around us. He's in the sky and below us.
It also would explain why he's doing fuck all for all the bad shit happening.
Help us, water! Nah.
I can. You can boil me, drink me,
Put me in a stew.
Put me in a stew.
He said like Sam Wise.
Them's your options.
Boil them, mash them, stick them in the stew.
People fucking will put anything on TikTok. This is the scary thing about TikTok now. Let me get fucking political with you again. Let me get fucking political.
Well, it's always good for us.
This is the Hey, if you don't like the fucking ball sack being cut open stuff.
Aye, right, enough of that.
Hey, no, right, enough of that. If you don't like that, then I'm going to get deep with you, alright?
Right.
And I'm going to lower my voice so it makes it, hopefully, it makes me sound more intelligent.
Right.
That's my plan. I saw something on TikTok the other day and I believed it. And then I googled it and it was debunked. But the fact that it was on TikTok and I believed it made me really embarrassed myself. I was like, why the fuck would I believe that? The zombie apocalypse thing. You be seeing this, bro?
Pardon?
I'm going to say it the exact same. The zombie apop...
I don't think you're going to say it the exact way. I think you're going to mess up your line again.
The zombie... I think I'm an actor. I can't say apocalypse. The zombie apocalypse, bruh. You been seeing this?
I haven't, brah. Please go on.
Dude. The video...
You're not getting a dude from me.
What would I have to do to earn a dude from you?
Not say what you're about to say.
I'm wearing a cool hat.
So you watched the zombie apocalypse TikTok and believed that there was a zombie apocalypse
there was a morgue in China.
Where the body sits up.
And a body sits up and it fucking breaks out and it's not totally like normal again, but it's not dead. And apparently it was described in this video as in a zombie state. And they were now warning bits of China to go into another lockdown to
stop the zombies.
To stop the spread of zombies.
Well,
and after the last few years we've had...
After the last few years we've had is the justification for saying that.
Yep.
Of all the dumb things you've ever said in this podcast, I reckon that's up there as number one.
How is that dumb?
Because you think there's a zombie apocalypse in China.
Be. I saw it.
Couldn't be.
I watched it.
My mum used to work in a morgue for a while, and she said, I mean, first of all, that video, that scene, the one you mean, the person just walks about and stuff. Apparently it's all just nonsense. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
But my mum said when she worked in the morgue, a lot of the time with the gases leaving the bodies would just sit up in the morgue.
Wow, that's fucking... They quit.
And go down. And they
that's
would like
me quitting
fart.
that job.
They fart all the time.
Yeah, I had heard about the farts. That would be a perk of the job, I think.
You think it perk?
That'd be quite fun.
I think if I heard a dead body fart, I wouldn't find it funny at first.
Oh, no, of course, not day one. But see when the new guy turns up and you've been there a few years, you'll be going,
oh, one of the...
Hey, watch this.
Watch
this. That's great, that, isn't it?
God, imagine, I mean, if Tom Stade was in there farting away, everyone would go, God, listen to this one.
Prime
and he's not waking up, he's dead. Dead to the world, that one.
But like,
let's finger his arse. Come on.
I knew we were going to go there. That's why I said, but like, just to try and veer us off, but it was too late.
Too late. I saw it. I'm going to take it with both hands. I see my shot and I go, oh.
You know, I don't remember the podcast being quite so...
It's always been this.
I don't think it has.
It absolutely has. It was one of the early complaints we got.
Did we get a complaint?
Yeah, a lot of people were a bit laddie.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Because all we talked about was butts and ass and farts and burps.
That's all I know, Gareth.
Yeah.
What else
What do you
can I
make
talk
of
about?
David Beckham queuing for 12 hours to see the Queen?
That's a very good question. That what I would say is I kind of have no thoughts on that, but what I do have thoughts on is Philip and Ollie.
Alright, you've no thoughts on it at all. You're like, that's a great question, I've no thoughts on it.
Philip and Holly.
A great topic, you go.
Well, I mean, I don't want to like David Beckham for doing that, but the fact that he did, I suppose, is probably
I think
a
Beckham
good
seems
thing.
like a good dude.
It seems like a man of the people sort of thing to do, but I don't agree with the actions. I think anyone that queued for fucking 12 hours to look at a box
yes, that's
for
true.
30 seconds is quite...
I think, well, yeah, obviously that is weird.
Yeah.
But the fact that he did it with the plebs, I
Yeah.
think is to be
cool,
commended.
I agree.
It's like, you ever shown up to do a gig and there's a queue and you've waited in the
Yes,
queue?
that's a fucking brilliant analogy.
I've waited in a queue for my show before.
That's for your own show.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a bit silly.
That quite crazy. Probably like, it's you!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at that point as well, they absolutely know. They'd be going, oh, that's the show there.
Yeah.
That would...
I kind of keep a low prof.
But a proof. I keep a little proof. Wear a little Tom Stade snapback and I keep a little proof.
Yeah.
But if it's a mixed bill show and no one knows who the fuck I am,
Yeah.
I would join.
Oh, queue every time,
Yeah, every single time.
The people who skip the queue, I think, are psychotic.
Because then, I agree, because then also as well, these are the people that you want to fucking make laugh that night.
Yeah.
If they've seen you in the queue skip going, sorry.
Sorry, I'm actually on.
Yeah,
the thing you're going. I'm
gonna-
going to make your weekend. Actually.
And then they see you come out and go, that's the fucking queue skipper. That's the fucking Philip Schofield of the Glasgow Stand.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
I've been loving Philip Schofield's fall from national treasure to disgrace.
You know what? So have I. Long overdue.
Yeah.
Long overdue.
And apparently Holly Willoughby's a cunt.
Really?
Yeah. I've spoken to several people that have worked on the show, and they all say the same thing, that she's a massive bellend.
Wow. She puts up a good fake smile for the nation, doesn't she?
She sure does.
I thought national treasure Holly Willoughby.
Everyone just loves boobs, man.
I think that is it, isn't it?
Yes.
The
Correct.
Willaboobies. We look past the cuntiness.
Yeah.
I don't even see it. She probably is.
Probably outwardly is awful, and if we actually listened to what she said, we'd all be concerned.
She's probably actually. Oh, hold on. She's been saying all this racist shit just on air the whole time.
I never heard a word of
We've
that.
just been going, tits.
Yeah. Whereas Philip Schofield,
Well, he's an abomination to God, isn't he?
an absolute abomination to God, that man. The fact that he hasn't burned up on entry to that cathedral is crazy to me. What are you doing, God? God's boy, can't burn people up.
Yeah.
But
Full fucking circle. Round of applause for me, that guy.
what's the Philip Schofield? Philip Schofield literally used the Kevin Spacey defence. Remember Kevin Spacey got caught banging some kid and everyone went, whoa, and he went, yep, I'm gay, and everyone went, that's not what we're concerned about, Kevin.
Yeah, it's the
Philip
age thing.
Schofield did the exact same thing.
How old was he? I thought the boy was...
He knew him when he was like 12 and he
Yeesh!
banged him
When he was at 18.
18 or something.
But how old's Philip? We need to put that into fucking...
It doesn't really matter. It's I think that's statutory, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's so bad.
all that aside,
But it's
instead
brave.
of going like, yeah, that happened, he just went, I am gay.
Yeah.
But did Holly not do it for him?
I
I
think
feel like she went, by the way,
Oh God, did
this
she
one,
even say it?
this one loves butt stuff.
No,
And when I say loves butt stuff,
it had to be
I'm
him.
talking about all the time.
I remember people putting up emotional posts being like, what Philip said this morning on This Morning was so brave.
Yeah.
If he was just sat there as Holly Willoughby read out going, your tits will be enough of a distraction. Just
Yeah,
leave it
go
down."
on.
That
I
would
hate
be-
yuck, by the way.
That would be BT dubs, yuck, not for me. As it says in the letter.
As it says in the letter. He's got a big feather pen. To whom it may concern. I hate boobies. But I
Why
love
are you doing Brian
Stewie
from Family
Griffin.
Stewie,
Stewie. I didn't mean to.
hate boobies.
I was just doing like a dandy voice, and that's what came. I hate boobies.
I also hate Lewis.
Die, woman.
So yeah, the Philip Schofield and Holly Willoughby thing. The excuse that they used for that as well was hilarious. Oh, we didn't queue jump. It's just that we're journalists. We were reporting.
working.
Anyone who hosts This Morning.
You're not a journalist.
You're not a fucking journalist. You speak to Barbara about fucking ghosts and
You
ghouls.
spun a wheel to say, "What we pay your electricity bills this month?"
They've just been under so much
And
hot water recently.
after that, they're like, "Right now, here's a bloke with 2 heads." Well, I don't know that about you, cunt.
Yeah, prime journalism.
Put your 2
guys.
heads down next to all these boobers. Let's have a
Let's keep
measure
better
them.
size.
Here's Gino De Campo going, "I put the sausage up my bottom." Oh, he's so
Dun,
Italian.
dun, 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 dun,
We're
dun.
serious
So
journalists.
cookie. Yes, serious journalists, guys. We're here to report
Shut up.
on the death of Her Majesty the Queen. Fuck off. Absolutely fuck off, innit?
And
Ridiculous.
now, quinoa. Can you make a quinoa enema? We're going to find out. Next on the show, we have some guy who went viral.
And I loved
Darren, you
watching
put a
all that
firework
shit.
up your arse. Can you tell us about that? Yeah, well, I put a firework up my arse.
Have you
And he's going to do one for us now.
Have you seen the guy with the
I've never
guys?
seen This Morning, by the way.
I've never watched the show live, but I watched all of the fucking incredible segments on YouTube. Have you seen the micro penis segment?
No.
Oh my! It is actually that is great television. You can just see Holly Willoughby putting on her best. I'm going to speak to these people like they have a life, like a fucking what's it called when you're terminal?
Like a
A terminal disease. She's honestly speaking to these 3 men who are sat there already going in front of the nation, going, "We're putting our hands up and admitting that we have micro knobs," and she's chatting to them like they're dying. It's so cringeworthy. They're like, "Well, it is really hard to live with," and she's like, "I bet."
I don't think it's that hard.
If it is hard, it's not really. No one's really noticing, are they?
No.
It's not really a big thing.
No.
But it's just, oh mate, some of this fucking gimps they speak to on there, like the astrologers as well, and they take phone calls going, "And now we're going to see if this astrologer can predict your future." And she's like, "Well, one of them was like, will I ever find
You could have
love?"
done for astrology on the show.
How low do you have to be in your life to phone up this morning to ask an astrologer if
Yeah.
you'll ever find love?
Yeah. But you could have gone for astrology on the pod. You could have finally attacked the last bastion of fans that we had left.
Let's fucking kill them. Nah, losers. Every single one of them, losers.
What star sign are you? Oh, oh my god, Pisces.
Classic Pisces.
Oh, it's in retrograde.
So
I think fair play to Beckham for Q.
Well, yeah, I agree. But that's, do you know what? Do you understand what I mean by I kind of have no thought on it, because it kind of cancels it
I
out.
understand exactly what you
It
mean
kinda
by you have
cancels
no
it out.
thought on it.
It kind of cancels it out. That sounded undercutting.
It was
you
undercutting.
Think, you think I have no thoughts on anything?
That's
what you
correct.
think. That's pretty fucking insane.
I think the things you have thoughts on are bananas.
I have thoughts on loads of good stuff.
Oh yeah? Give
Yeah.
us one.
Liverpool Football Club,
Yeah.
Marvel Cinema,
Oh my god.
Jackass,
Tango
Hugh
Ice Blast.
Jackman. Not a fan of the Tango Ice Blast. Too
I
cold.
love it.
Too cold.
Oh, I'll tell you what's good about it. It's ice, but it's fizzy. How have they
It's
done
not
that?
fizzy.
It's a
What are
bit
you
fizzy.
talking about? It's
a bit
fizzy.
Yeah. It's a little bit fizzy. I think that's why everyone likes it.
No one in the history of time has described a Tango Ice
I
Blast
believe they have.
as a bit fizzy.
It's fizzy.
Right.
It's fizzy ice.
Questions. If you're listening to this episode, please
By the way-
somewhere let us know.
I doubt they are.
Yeah, they've not made it.
Remember when last week when I was like, it's my birthday, send me a message on my birthday.
Oh no, don't.
I got like one. No, one from one person.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing for
That's
that.
alright. I got. Laura and I said we were going to buy each other gifts as well this year.
Never happens. That is.
Yeah, correct.
That's a
4 days
famous
apart.
lie. That is the most well-known lie that everyone
We've
says.
definitely done it this year though. We're 4 days apart our birthdays, and we just went, we're not going to do it. We'll just get stuff for each other when we're over on holiday.
Yeah.
But I'll get you a meal, you get me one or something like that.
Yeah.
So we did it. So I got.
I'll buy you
not,
4
I got
Guinnesses.
not really. Actually, I'm good. I got some gift which I thought was quite nice. I'll show you.
Yes, please do. For the audio listeners, Gareth is now rummaging in his bag. Oh, he's pulled out a notebook. Nope, that was just a piece of paper on top of it. Looks like it's a card. Buckfast. A bottle of, what's the tagline? A bottle of Bucky.
Yeah.
So that's a card, right?
It's not a card.
Or is it like a piece of art?
It's a piece of art.
Right.
Oh, that's the come see my French show.
I'm plugging Tom Stade and you're plugging a show that was last month. And then Guinness. A pint of the black stuff.
I wonder if they could go up in here.
Oh
even.
my god, yes, please.
Like they could
Yeah, I've always been thinking that we needed something behind you. Yes.
Good colour, aren't they?
They are good.
We could probably put them up there.
Let's get them up there. That is fucking A.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a very good present.
I'm not sure how I feel about my birthday present now being your present, really.
I mean, I'm never here. I'm here at the exact same amount of time as you are.
Right. Well, maybe we'll chuck them up.
I think that would be a good shout.
That was from Laura's cousins.
Nice. Well, thank you, Laura's cousins. What are their name? Are they crazy hard to pronounce Irish names?
Yeah. Claire and Johnny.
I'll give it a go. Well, thank you. Claire and Johnny. Did I get that right?
You did it well.
Nailed it. Fucking A.
The way by when have you seen them spelled? My God.
Mm.
No, they're totally normal names.
Right. Shall we dip in the old fucking personal questions?
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to pull them out this time.
Are we on the business end of the app?
Oh, 100%, baby.
Have we had laughs?
I've laughed.
I'm always worried that there's not enough laughs in this.
I am never worried that there's not enough
I know.
laughs.
That's a real,
I know.
it's a real problem.
No, but there's been plenty of laughs. Mate, you and me cannot talk for 40 minutes and there not be bloody LPMs.
Yeah. I don't know if there's laughs per minute in this one.
I would say there's one laugh every 40 minutes.
Yeah.
That's an LPM.
Yeah, and we've just had it.
That's an LPM.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, this is good ones.
Okay.
2 bouncers, actually.
Right. Let's
That's
do
a
the
good
jingle. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know the game, it's personal questions where we draw a card from some board game from America.
It's so extreme, they don't even sell it
They
over
can't
here.
sell it here
It's illegal in Europe.
because the king would die. Over
Well, let's
Madison.
fucking read them quick then.
So, a little jingle. It's time for your little personal questions.
Welcome to Extreme Personal Questions with Gareth and Waugh.
I preferred yours.
Yeah, a bit more rock, bit
Yeah.
more oomph behind it. Yours seemed like a bit too nice. For what this is, we don't want nice.
I was going, everyone else knows Ned Flanders. I think that's the tune I
Oh,
went
right,
for.
yeah. So Family Guy and Simpsons are references for you for
I like
days here
that-
in this.
Yeah, I like cartoons.
I think the first one is going to be the one you take.
Righto.
And that leaves me with the second one, which I don't really want to answer, because I
Right.
don't know if I have it. What famous person do you dislike that people say you resemble? Or, maybe we should both answer both. What has been your most public sexual experience?
Oh, golly.
Oh,
I'll go with the first.
golly. No, we should both answer both. I think.
Mm.
Let's be brave.
Right, well, the...
Famous person I dislike that I resemble is easy for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go on.
Fat Elvis.
Fat Elvis?
Yeah. Later years Elvis.
You don't look like Elvis at all.
How dare you? How dare you?
Elvis never had a beard.
Okay, without the beard. Okay, well then,
I have no idea. Nobody's seen you without a beard for going on 10 years.
really long time. The last time I did that was when you and me were doing those that challenge video thing that we
Yes.
did. And I remember, this is true, turning up to the stand, and my now soon-to-be wife Ailey looked, when I walked into the stand, she looked at me and went, "What the fuck have you done? You look terrible." Marrying her next year. That's nice. She actually begs that I don't get rid of the beard. She begs.
Begs.
She actually goes, "No, don't, because I don't know if I'd like you without a beard."
Right,
Is
jeez.
that a healthy relationship?
Laura said this week, it's very similar to me, she was like, you look better with a beard.
Yeah.
And I was like, so, well, I've got an ugly face. And she was like, no.
But also don't change.
I don't shave, because I was going to go back to the moustache, actually.
Yeah,
She's not a big fan of that.
I fucking love just having a mustache. And again, Ailey hated it, and very vocally. Imagine if we chimed in with, "I actually don't like your hair like that.
Yeah.
Could you never do that again?"
Have you seen the little viral
Cancelled.
video of the man, the little baby, it's not the man, it was a tiny little child, rubbing his mum's leg, and he goes, "Your legs are awfully sharp." He's so posh.
Your legs are
Your legs are
awfully
awfully
sharp. I've not seen that, but that's
It's very
great.
good. Anyway, I used to get more of these than I do now. I think I'm a very unique.
We used to get Ryan Gosling. I'll say it for
Gosling
you.
was the best.
I'll say it for you.
There was
Yeah,
a little
of course.
period of time
Of
where I was getting it all the time.
Mm.
Like regular. It happened once in front of Liam Whitney and he was like, fuck off. And I was like,
That's because Liam Whitney looks like
I don't look
Brendan
anything
Fraser.
like, just before anyone fucking comments going, Wasling, absolutely not.
Wasling, that's not bad. Ryan
It
Wasling.
came out of nowhere. If they were like, fuck off. I know, I don't look like that person, but there was a little period of time where people said that I did.
I don't think you did look like Ryan Gosling. Why can't I speak
I
today?
don't know. The one that I
What's
really hate,
happened?
that I get a fair amount, is your man Jay from The In-Betweeners.
James Buckley? Nah, not at all.
I've seen it.
Not
once or
at
twice.
all.
I've had
Not
people
at
say
all.
that. The problem with ginger hair.
Damian Lewis is the one.
Oh, this is it. The problem with ginger hair, right?
This is it.
Folks say this all the fucking time. They're like, you look like my mate. And then they'll show me a photo
Yeah.
of just a ginger
Ginger,
man with a
yeah,
bit of a beard.
yeah.
And I'm like, we don't look alike.
Yeah.
You are literally only seeing colour.
Yeah. That is true. That is definitely
And it
true.
happens all. Folk will be like, oh, you look like Ron Weasley. I'm like, no, I do not.
No, you don't. You
Rupert
actually
Grint and I
don't.
don't look alike.
Nothing.
Ed Sheeran I get all the time.
Really?
Ed Sheeran is one of the weirdest looking men in the world.
Like,
I'll put that on record.
but you look 0% like Ed Sheeran or Rupert
I
Grint.
know.
Damian Lewis a bit though.
Yeah, I'll give you a Damien
Yeah.
a little bit. But yeah, folks say it all the fucking
Well,
time.
that's kind of
And,
fucking racist.
It is racist.
Yeah.
If it was any other colour,
Yeah, exactly.
match of any
No,
other
exactly.
colour.
100%. Although, I think I read somewhere recently, and this is the sort of shit that I'm reading.
Yeah.
Apparently, the most sexy colour of hair, according to women, is ginger.
Aye, that's nonsense, isn't it?
Women are mad for the ginger.
Not from my experience.
Well, I mean, I think overall as a brand,
No,
women want a bit of you.
How many ginger
Well,
lads
women
you know
want a
that are
slice.
fucking at it? Like,
Well, they might be
slamming
keeping it
ass?
really on the DL.
You think everyone's keeping it on the DL?
I think most
You think
gingers-
it's a little conspiracy?
I think gingers kind of like the brand of, oh, we get bullied and stuff, but really they're
We
slaying.
do. We do. It's okay.
You got it. You got
Aye,
it.
fuck. Well, you know, we had a good run, lads.
Cats out the bag, lads.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Now that I have lost puss for us all.
Well, who other? I'm just trying to think of.
You get Rag and Bone Man a lot.
I get Rag and Bone Man. I got Rag and Bone Man in London recently.
Yeah.
Um,
And again, you're just a man with a beard and tats.
yeah, I know. Well, and a bit chub.
Bit of the shame body. Bit of the shame body shape.
Shame.
I meant to
The
say
shame
I
body
meant to say
shape.
same and I
Shame him with his ugly body.
I meant to
It's
say-
grotesque.
Oh,
Shame this
get
heathen.
your clothes off. We're gonna ring a bell and parade this
Ding,
pig
ding,
down
ding,
the
ding,
street.
ding. Shit, oinking him, oinking him.
Come on, children.
Oh God, your legs are rather sharp. Actually. Your face is rather sharp. Actually. I get Rag and Bone Man,
Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. Why have I said that like that's normal? Kung Fu Panda. Of
Get that all the
course.
time, yeah.
Hagrid, I guess. Kim Jong Un. Kim Jong Un if he joined ISIS. That's
yeah.
fit.
LeBron,
Samuel L.
Jackie C.
But the one I probably dislike the most.
Scooby-Doo.
The one I dislike the most is probably let's just go Rag and Bone Man. Rag and Bone Man.
Yeah.
Because it reminds me I'm not as good a singer as he is, and that upsets me.
Ah, you're only human.
I'm only human after all. Don't put the blame on me. See, can't do it.
Some people got a real problem.
That was quite good.
Lord heavens above.
And by quite good, I mean.
I'm only human.
After all, no, but I need.
Little cat.
And what has been? So who's yours? Rupert Grint. I'm answering for you.
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah,
What-
I actually, that's the thing. When you're a ginger person, there's always one bit, like, for ages, people would shout, Ron Weasley,
Weasley.
all the time at you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, that's a bit older now. He's out of the cultural zeitgeist.
Who's the new?
The
up-and-coming
new
ginger?
guy is Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran will get shouted, I guarantee, if you're a ginger person, male, hopefully, you've had Ed Sheeran.
Hopefully.
You've had Ed
Hopefully you're a
Sheeran
male.
shouted.
Because if you're anything else, you're yuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Now let's hope you're a dude.
X, Y, in between. You better be a bloke. AM. Oh, an AM and a bob in between those legs. That's what I like. Classic blokes.
Classic blokes.
I just like a fucking bit of a, strabash. Drinking some pints of the boys' soccer Saturday with Jeff. And a bit of meat between your legs swinging Ian. What about... No, I'm just saying, hopefully, if you're getting Ed Sheeran shouted at you, you identify as a male.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's quite offensive.
There'd be more. It may be offensive before, but there's added weight to it now.
Yeah, like if you're, what's that lass's name? Rose, the Scottish actress. If you're her and somebody's going, Ed Sheeran!
Yeah,
You're going to be upset.
Hurtful. Leave off, guy.
Yeah.
Leave her alone.
But yeah, Ed Sheeran's King Ginge at the minute.
King Ginge at the men.
I would
Do you see anyone challenging for his throne?
right here, maybe.
Well, let's give it. So you're 60, and then you've completed
At
your
least.
conquest.
Yeah, I'll have conquest, I'll have conquered comedy.
Yeah. Today and speaking is hard. That's what I've learned.
God, I have one slip up compared to your 90.
I have.
I nobody can speak today.
We're in it together!
Absolutely not.
One slight fumble
Yeah.
compared to me. Not what was the word I tried to say?
Apocalypse. You said it correctly once and then
Apocalypse.
proceeded to 3 more times after.
Apocalypse. It's hard to say. Right, Gareth, what's been your most public sexual experience? This is my truthful answer before you answer.
Go on it.
I want one and I don't have one, but I'd be up for having one.
Yeah. I
I'd
suppose
be-
yours would be the way back to episode 1.
Ooh,
Jerk.
bring that up again?
Yeah, no, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Some people still bring that up to me at comedy clubs and it makes me awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to those people.
Yeah, I don't like
It's
it.
real. This is the other thing. Loads. And I mean loads of fucking people after the stage tour have come up to me asking me about my penis and I don't know what to do with myself. I just thought I was doing a fun little routine about me getting circumcised and women are concerned. Women have had questions. I would say most women after the show. The guys come up, great support mate, love that, was bloody brand new mate, top. All of their wives went, how is your penis now? Is it go? What's the situation with the penis? You can't leave me hanging like that. It's going to be on my brain for the rest of the night. How is your penis? And I'm just standing there going, I don't know what to
So
tell
all
you.
them, I'm assuming this tour is taking place in some sort of town where all the men are from Phoenix Nights and all the women are Scottish wifeys.
Correct. Ding, ding, ding. Were you there?
I was there. I was all of them. I was trying to get some information.
It's me.
Yeah,
That was my Gareth Waugh impression, apparently.
and it's me.
It's me!
That's how I go on. I've never stopped that. Well, how about that? I don't know that. I don't know what mine would be.
You don't have a public sexual experience?
There's nothing like jumping out story-wise.
Fair.
I went to one of those little peep show things in Amsterdam
Oh, wow.
where it's like it wasn't a sex show as such. I don't think.
You pay like a
I don't
euro,
really remember. Yeah, you put a euro in and the glass unfogs for a
30
minute.
seconds a
Yeah,
minute.
something like that, and you have a little look, and then you can
have
see
a little
everyone else.
look. You have a little look.
You have a little look, see what's going
Have a
on.
little gander, of course.
Yeah,
It's a cultural
bit of
experience.
ass, bit of tit, maybe a ball.
A peep watching a peep show in Amsterdam is just like going to a castle in Britain. It's culture. Okay?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
leave me alone.
Leave
Mum.
out. Yeah.
You like your castles, I like my
I'm pretty sure
pussy.
we went in for a bit, and the novelty of the idea wore off fast. I remember putting in the money and being like, well, I'm just looking at a naked person, and I can see all the other windows going boom, boom, like unfogging round about me.
Cannot
Some folk jerking it.
agree with
Are
you
you allowed
more.
to jerk it in those?
Probably not, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Public place. You can't be wanking in public.
Correct.
So
We know
why
that now.
don't I learn? I couldn't agree with you more, by the way. And I had one of those experiences also in Amsterdam. Did you go to the Sex Museum?
I don't believe so.
It was one of the things. I don't think in life I've ever been more excited for something, and then and like 2 minutes into the experience went, why was I ever excited for this?
Yeah.
It was one of the most
Well, it's a
sad-
very, very exciting word
Yeah.
placed next to an incredibly boring one. Sex! Alright, museum. Oh.
Oh, God. And it was really shit and really quite sad.
Yeah.
Seeing photos from like the 1800s of like prostitutes in the 1800s and like all the horrific things that happened to them. I'm just
Yeah.
like, Jesus, Why was I
This
ever
isn't a
buzzing
laugh.
for this?
I just want to see some big rubber willies.
Well,
man.
that was it. I'd seen one photo of fucking people on Instagram at the sex
Next to
museum,
the
and there's
giant
like
thing.
next to a giant knob. They're like, yeah, get that giant knob. And I was like, I want a bit of that for my Instagram stories, please. And then, but the rest of it, there was like a whole bit on flashing, and like they would like show you like there was like a guy in the dark, like a waxwork that was in the dark, and you'd walk into this room and you'd be reading or something, and then this big light would come on. And this guy in like a big hat, a hat and like a big jacket would just flashing, and this fucking knob would be out. And I remember going, Jesus! And
Hard knob, soft knob.
hard knob.
Right.
Like, fucking big old boner, fucking lots of hair, ugly knob.
I think most knobs are ugly.
And his face was like, and he was like, and I was like, and I honestly went, and then I went, that's only like a fifth of what I'd be feeling if that was a real moment.
Yeah.
My God. It was really, it took something from me, that waxwork.
I bet. A wax one as
Yeah.
well. Imagine being the wax artist.
Imagine it being a real man.
I need more wax!
I'm really going big on the neck.
I'm going too much.
I'm going crazy.
I want to
on
frighten
this
people.
number.
I wanna
His face
scare
was
people.
all contorted as well, like how I think you would. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't just be doing that.
Yeah.
You would probably do some sort of.
I think it's one of those funny things, right? The flashers. The moment after you flash somebody must be so awkward. Because you're like, "Bah, look at that!" Right, see you later. You just gotta run off.
You got to scuttle off. Yeah, you got to be
You
scuttling.
gotta go fast. But would like people, they wouldn't chase you, but they could.
I think
you wouldn't chase them because you'd be like, "Oh my god!"
the fear of that moment, I think, would kind of be like almost like if a bus was coming at you. Logic would dictate I could run out of the way, but the fear just bus.
I feel like
No.
Yeah,
I think it's
feel
the
like
same.
flashers were a bigger thing back in the day.
Yeah.
80s and 90s, I reckon flashers were big. These
100%.
days, I think because everyone's got a mobile phone,
You can just fucking Snapchat it.
you go, film that man. That's you done. Busted. Case closed. Close the jacket.
And on that note,
No, I had something to say.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I had a story about something that seems like a very funny, good idea at first.
Yeah.
And then
turns
quickly doesn't
into
go.
bad.
A lot like the sex museum.
Mhm.
Exciting, boring. Don't put them together.
Yeah.
Pay your taxes, orgy. It's not gonna work. What's that going? Carry the one.
Yeah.
For my mate's, I'm gonna say 17th birthday, we all got cowboy hats, and we went to, I believe it was the Beijing Banquet. It was the one opposite the Festival Theatre.
Right.
We went there because we knew they would give you booze if you ate there.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't ask, we never got
No
cheap
questions,
prices.
yeah.
And we always ordered sake because we thought 17-year-old kids
Yeah.
wouldn't order sake.
Yeah.
That's for 20-something hipsters.
Actually respect that logic, you know. I actually respect that logic.
Sake, gross, by the way.
Yeah, but, you know,
hot
fuck it.
rice wine. Anyway, we'd fucking neck
Oh,
it.
right, sorry.
We'd be necking this sake just like with a laugh. And we gave like, we're all in cowboy outfits. We gave like the waiter a hat. He was loving us.
Yeah.
And then we left there, pest, 17, pest out our head. And we walked down.
Sack it off your faces.
So, sack it up. This is like I feel like it must have been a school night. Anyway, we then are walking from there to the Omni Centre, so we're going right down the bridges.
Yeah, cross town.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Okay.
It's a straight line.
Yeah.
But we're all pretending to ride horses.
Wow.
We're like,
Great fun.
and then we walk. I'm saying there's maybe 10 of us doing this. So we're all riding down with our cowboy hats and shucking them about. Yeehaw! We get to the Omni Centre and we go, 10 tickets to Brokeback Mountain, please.
Oh, jeez.
We thought it was a comedy.
No way.
We thought it was a comedy.
Fuck me.
We all dressed up as cowboys.
Jesus H. Christ.
And we were like, do we
Oh,
get discount
no.
for being dressed as cowboys? And the staff there were like, what is going
What
on?
are you doing? You
Why
should
have
know what
10
you're doing.
drunk teenagers showed up dressed as cowboys for this Oscar-winning film?
It almost feels like they should have said, you know what this is, right?
Yeah.
You know what this is.
I don't know, and we sat in the front row, and
The front row of the cinema, that's
Yeah.
the worst thing.
as cowboys,
This is the
folk
worst.
must have been like, wow, those young, gay, drunk teenagers are having the time of their life. Finally a movie for us!
Did you sit through all of it?
We watched all of it, and my god, what a stunning movie. But we came out of it like,
You went in dancing on horses. You came out.
But
different men.
yeehaw! Wrong walking down pissed our
We'll
heads.
see you at school tomorrow, that's it.
It was like we left like right. Well, we misjudged that big time.
Except one of you. The one of you was like, I now feel safe enough to live my truth.
Yeah, none of those boys come out as gay. Actually, it's a
Yeah.
surprise.
You'd think one of them would be.
Surely, whoever was like, I have an
Statistically.
idea for a birthday party. Let's go drink sake and watch a movie.
I
And then
hear
let's-
it's a comedy.
Let's practice kissing on each other after. Come on!
It'll be a laugh.
What, you're not gay, are you? Come on, do it! Unless you're gay.
So,
Come on, Prince Harry, come with us. That's good.
is Meghan Markle going? Because if so, I'm there.
I was doing more as the royals are gay.
Oh, right, okay, sorry, yeah, fucking misread it. It's okay, because I'm in charge of editing. I will cut it before I make that fumble.
I know.
This episode's been long, man.
Yeah?
Over an hour. No.